In this example problem, we're going to talk about if we had a population that had a mean that we were given it as a mean of 8.5 volts and has a variance of 2.25 volts squared. So if we want to determine that if we took a single voltage measurement, what would be the probability that measurement would be between 10 and 11.5 volts? So if we look at our what should we call it, curve, here our bell curve, what we'll notice is that our mean will be in the center, right? And the range of interest that we're interested in would be on the right hand side of our bell curve, something like this, right? So we're interested in this particular area of the bell curve between 10 and 11.5, right? So in order to solve this using Excel, alright, we need to do a few steps here. Alright, the first step we need to do is we need to find the probability of the lower bound value. Alright, so in order to do that, we can use the normal distribution function. Alright, so in Excel, the normal distribution function is pretty easy to use. The first thing that we use is going to be we're going to define what is x. So in our case, x is going to be 10. The next thing it asks us is for what is our mean. So we're going to use B2 as our mean. It asks us for our standard deviation, which we're going to take the square root of the variance to get that. Alright, and the last thing it asks is if it's we want to be cumulative or cumulative distribution function or probably mass function. So we actually want the cumulative distribution function. Alright, so the cumulative distribution function is everything to the left, all the area under the curve of our to the left of our value of interest here. All right. So we can repeat this process for the second equation. So I'm just going to copy this equation down. All right. But instead of using the second equation, or the second value, the lower bound value, we're going to use the upper bound value. Right. So everything else is going to remain the same. All right, we do that, we get 97%. All right, so to determine the area between the two, we're just going to subtract the difference between those two values. Okay, so we're going to take this value, subtract this value, and then we will then multiply that by 100. All right, and we get 13.59% between the two. Right. So if you need a little bit more help with this, there's a nice tutorial shown on the left-hand side of the page here. All right. Thank you very much for your attention, and we'll continue on to the next video.